Okay, let's begin with practicing chunks for the topic of water sports, part 3. Let's begin. The first one is hazard, meaning a danger. Well, a hazard. Repeat. A hazard of swimming in the sea. Repeat. Yeah, notice of, a hazard of becomes a hazard of. A hazard of swimming in the sea. Repeat. A hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may attack you. Repeat. A hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may attack you. Substitute attack with another verb. Right, you might say, well, a hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may bite you. Or a hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may eat you. Or a hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may devour you. Devour you, to eat you happily. Next, a hazard of swimming in the sea is sharks may attack you. Substitute sharks may attack you with another danger. Right, so a hazard of swimming in the sea is you may drown. Or a hazard of swimming in the sea is it's very cold. Or actually, a hazard of swimming in the sea is there are big waves and it's difficult to swim safely. Then, there are many hazards of swimming in the sea. Say the opposite. Right, you might say, there aren't many hazards of swimming in the sea. Or, there are few hazards of swimming in the sea. Okay, next chunk. There is a risk, meaning there is a danger, right? Let's begin. There's a risk. Repeat. There's a risk you will fall. Repeat. There's a risk you will fall when rock climbing. Repeat. Okay. There's a risk you will fall when rock climbing. Substitute rock climbing with another sport. Okay, so you might say, well, there's a risk you will fall when cycling. There's a risk you will fall when skiing. Or there's a risk you will fall when skating. Or ice skating, or roller skating, or blading. All of those. So, there's a risk you will fall when rock climbing. Use a synonym of risk. Okay, so you might say, there's a danger you will fall when rock climbing. There's a threat you will fall when rock climbing. Oh, there's a chance you will fall when rock climbing. Or even, there's a likelihood you will fall when rock climbing. Similar words, not perfect synonyms, but similar meaning. Okay, moving on. The next chunk. To be worth it. To be worth it means it's to be a good idea and it's worth the cost. Worth it. Repeat. Your education is worth it. Repeat. Investing in your education is worth it. Repeat. Okay. Investing in your education is worth it. Say the opposite. Right. You could say investing in your education isn't worth it. Or investing in your education is a waste of money. Finally, to my mind, investing in your education is worth it. What do you think? Lovely, well done. Let's move on the next chunk. What I would suggest is, and that of course just means my recommendation is, okay, I would suggest, repeat. What I would suggest is, repeat. What I would suggest is investing in stocks. Repeat. Good. What I would suggest is investing in stocks. Substitute stocks with another noun. Interesting, right? So you might say, well, what I would suggest is investing in Bitcoin. What I would suggest is investing in houses or government bonds. Now, tell me why. Okay, what I would suggest is investing in stocks. Say the opposite. Okay, I think there are two possibilities here. What I wouldn't suggest is investing in stocks. Or what I would suggest is not investing in stocks. Okay, at the moment, what I would suggest is investing in stocks. What do you think? And tell me why. Okie dokie. So moving on to our last chunk, okay, a sedentary lifestyle. Sedentary lifestyle means, of course, when you're living life but doing very little exercise. A bit like me sometimes, sat here all day. Okay, let's begin. A sedentary lifestyle. Repeat. We live a sedentary lifestyle. Repeat. We live a sedentary lifestyle. Say the opposite. Right, you might say, well, we don't live a sedentary lifestyle. Or we live an active lifestyle. Using antonyms, right? I live a sedentary lifestyle. Change to a future tense. Okay, so you might say, I will live a sedentary lifestyle when I retire. I'm going to live a sedentary lifestyle when I retire, for example. Finally, I don't want to live a sedentary lifestyle when I retire. Say something true for you. Very nice, well done. So that brings us to the end of a chunking practice for sports and water sports. Great.